Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be going deep into the world of content creation
Ooh, very exciting.
through the lens of one particularly fascinating individual,
Okay.
Amare Asmamaw.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, you might recognize that name.
Yeah, I've heard it around
Yeah, he's been making waves,
big time.
especially in content creation circles.
Yeah. So what makes him so interesting to you?
Well, I think it's the contrast.
Okay.
You know, we're talking about somebody who went from growing up in a rural Ethiopian farming community
Right.
to being named the most influential content creator of 2025
Wow.
just a couple years ago.
Huge jump.
So, I mean, it just makes you think, how did he do it?
Yeah. What was that journey like?
Yeah, so just to give everyone a little bit of context,
Okay.
Amar grew up with 7 siblings.
Wow.
And his father actually passed away when he was only 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine
Yeah.
some challenging circumstances.
Definitely.
But he managed to not only overcome those challenges, but also use those experiences to fuel his creative passion.
I love that.
Yeah. So speaking of fuel,
Sorry.
we can't talk about Amare without mentioning Wallow University.
Okay.
Not only did he study there,
Mm-hmm.
but he also went on to become the youngest professor in his field at that same university.
Oh, wow.
So it really shows,
That's incredible.
yeah, his dedication to education
Yeah.
and empowering others.
Yeah, like giving back in a very direct way.
Exactly. And it's almost like he created a blueprint for others to follow.
Oh, I like that. A blueprint.
And speaking of blueprints,
Okay.
that leads us perfectly into Amare's own initiative
Ooh,
called the School of Infinity.
interesting.
Now, this isn't just another online course platform.
Okay.
This is like a movement
Oh, wow.
dedicated to building a global community of skilled content creators.
That's a big vision.
Yeah, and I think what's particularly interesting
Oh,
about
yeah.
the School of Infinity is its emphasis on a holistic approach to content creation.
Okay.
So they go beyond the technical aspects
Oh, yeah.
of like video editing or social media marketing,
Got it.
and they really delve into the deeper elements.
Okay, so what do you mean by deeper?
Well, things like storytelling, audience engagement, and even personal branding.
Oh, wow. So it's more than just making a video.
Exactly.
It's about the whole package.
Exactly.
That's cool.
And they even incorporate practical learning opportunities like collaborative projects and industry internships.
Wow, so they're really setting people up for success.
Yeah, and I think that hands-on approach is crucial for building confidence and real-world experience.
Definitely. I mean, you can't learn everything from a textbook.
Exactly.
You got to get out there and do it
Now, I know we talk about content creation a lot.
all the time.
Yeah, but I think it's worth clarifying what exactly we mean here.
Okay, yeah, good point.
For Amare, it seems to encompass a really wide spectrum,
Okay,
from written content and video production to social media strategies and building an online presence.
so it's more than just making videos.
Yeah, it's about using these various mediums to tell compelling stories, connect with your audience, and ultimately make a meaningful impact.
So it's about having a purpose behind your content.
Exactly.
I like that.
And you know, Amare definitely walks the talk
Okay.
because besides the School of Infinity,
Yeah.
he also owns this organization
Oh, wow.
called a MindNet.
A MindNet?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, it stands for Amare Motivational Intelligence Next Transformative Network.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful,
But I'm intrigued.
but the purpose is crystal clear.
Okay.
It's all about fostering intellectual growth among Ethiopian youth.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and this initiative really highlights Amar's deep-rooted belief in the power of education.
Yeah, it's not just about acquiring knowledge, but using that knowledge to make a difference.
Exactly.
I love
And
it.
it's just inspiring to see how he connects all these dots
Yes.
from his personal experiences to his professional achievements.
Yeah.
There's a clear thread of using content creation as a force for positive change.
Absolutely. Like he's not just teaching people how to make videos or write articles. He's instilling this mindset of creativity, innovation, and using your voice to make a difference.
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most intriguing aspects of Amare's approach to teaching content creation.
Oh, I'm all ears. It's his focus on fostering a growth mindset.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't just teach the techniques.
Right.
He encourages students to embrace challenges, experiment, and constantly evolve their approach to content creation.
It's that whole idea of failing forward, right?
Exactly.
Learning from your mistakes and using them as stepping stones.
Yeah, and that really resonates with his own journey, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. He didn't let the hardships that he faced define him.
Right.
Instead, he used those experiences to fuel his determination and cultivate resilience.
Yeah.
Qualities that are super important for any aspiring content creator.
Definitely, you gotta have that thick skin.
Exactly. And it's almost like he's saying, the journey itself is just as important as the destination,
I like that.
which leads us to another interesting aspect of Amare's teaching.
Okay.
His emphasis on understanding your audience.
Oh, that's huge.
It is huge.
Yeah.
Because he constantly reminds his students.
Yeah.
Content creation is not about broadcasting your message into the void.
It's not just yelling into the abyss.
No.
Okay.
It's about creating a dialogue,
Right.
building a community, and genuinely connecting with the people you want to reach.
It's about building relationships.
Exactly. And that requires more than just, the technical skills, right?
Yeah, you gotta have that human touch.
It's about empathy, understanding human psychology,
Yeah.
and knowing how to craft content that resonates on an emotional level.
Right, like making people feel something.
Exactly. That's powerful. And he even encourages his students to think about the impact they want to have on their audience.
Okay.
It's not just about views or likes. It's about inspiring, educating, or motivating people to take action.
Oh, I see. So it's about purpose-driven content.
Exactly. And that's where I think his personal philosophy really shines through.
How so?
Well, Amar truly believes that content creation can be a really powerful tool for positive change.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, he sees it as a way to amplify voices, share diverse perspectives, and ultimately make the world a better place.
I mean, it's so refreshing to hear someone talk about content creation in such a meaningful way, right?
It is.
It's not just about, building a personal brand or chasing fame.
Right.
It's about using your platform to make a difference.
And it's not just about the big picture stuff either.
Oh.
He's equally passionate about those small everyday acts of content creation.
Okay, like what?
The things that can brighten someone's day or spark a new idea or just offer a moment of connection.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
It's really about recognizing the power we all have to create and share our stories,
Yeah.
regardless of our backgrounds or, resources.
Right? We all have a story to tell.
Exactly. And that kind of brings me to another question.
Okay.
How does Amare address this ever-changing landscape of the digital world?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it seems like new platforms and trends emerge almost daily.
Constantly.
So how do you keep up?
Well, that's where his emphasis on adaptability and continuous learning comes in.
Oh, okay.
He encourages students to embrace new technologies, experiment with different platforms, and just constantly refine their skills.
And I think the School of Infinity reflects that philosophy, right?
Totally.
Because they offer workshops and courses on emerging technologies.
Right.
And they regularly invite industry experts to come in and share their insights.
Oh, wow. So it's always evolving.
Yeah, constantly adapting.
That's cool.
So it's like he's built this system that empowers creators to stay ahead of the curve and thrive in this constantly evolving digital ecosystem.
He's like the content creation guru.
He really is. And, it's clear that he's a visionary in the field of content creation.
Yes.
But I'm also kind of curious to know a bit more about his personal aspirations for the future.
Yeah. Where does he see himself going?
Yeah, what's next for Amara?
Well, from what I've gathered,
Yeah.
he's really excited about the possibilities of immersive technologies,
Oh, wow. Like what?
like virtual reality and augmented reality.
That's interesting.
He sees them as powerful tools for storytelling
Yeah.
and creating these really engaging experiences for audiences.
So he's not just looking at what's happening now.
No, he's always thinking ahead,
He's thinking ahead,
pushing the boundaries.
which is really fascinating to see.
Yeah, he's a true innovator.
And it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
He's also deeply committed to promoting digital literacy and accessibility.
So that's important.
Yeah, making sure that everyone has the opportunity to participate in this, rapidly evolving digital world.
That's awesome. I love that.
And I think it's incredibly inspiring to
yeah.
see someone who's so dedicated to using their success to create opportunities for others, fostering this kind of ripple effect of positive change.
He's leading by example.
Exactly. Now, before we wrap up our deep dive into Amara's world,
Okay.
I think it's important to bring it back to you, the listener. because Amar's story is incredibly inspiring.
Definitely.
But what can we as listeners really take away from all of this?
That's the big question.
It's easy to get caught up in the technical stuff.
The how-tos and all that.
Yeah, like the algorithms, the editing software,
Right.
the latest trends.
Right.
But Amar's journey reminds us that the heart of it all
The heart of it all.
is storytelling and connecting with your audience.
And he's a living example of how powerful those two things can be.
Definitely.
He didn't start with, fancy equipment or a massive following.
Right.
He started with a story, a passion, and a desire to connect with other people.
And that's something we can all learn from,
Absolutely.
whether we're seasoned content creators or just starting out.
It's about the fundamentals.
It really is. And he also reminds us that, content creation isn't just about entertainment. It can be a powerful tool for education advocacy, even social change.
Huge.
Yeah, think about the impact he's having with the School of Infinity and a MindNet.
Yeah.
He's empowering individuals, building communities, and using his platform to make a real difference in the world.
I mean, it's a reminder that we all have a story to tell,
We do.
a perspective to share, a voice that deserves to be heard.
And in today's digital age,
Yeah.
we have more tools and platforms than ever before to make those voices heard.
We really do. It's incredible.
And you know what I find particularly fascinating
What's that?
is how much Amar emphasizes the importance of authenticity in content creation.
Oh, that's huge.
It is,
Yeah.
he encourages his students to be themselves, let their personalities shine through,
Right.
and create content that reflects their own unique passions and perspectives.
Because that's what makes you stand out.
Exactly.
In a world that's so saturated with content.
Exactly. In a world where everyone's trying to be like everyone else.
Yeah. Be the you.
Be yourself.
Yes. Love that.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Amare Asmamaw,
A very inspiring world it is.
it is.
Yeah.
I want to leave you all with a final thought.
Okay, hit me.
Think about what story you're burning to tell.
Mm-hmm.
What impact you want to make on the world.
Yeah.
Content creation could be the key to unlocking that potential.
It very well could be.
It's a journey of self-discovery, creativity, connection.
All the good stuff.
And as Amara has shown us, it can be a powerful force for positive change.
Powerful stuff.
So that's all for today.
Another great deep dive.
Thanks. We hope you learned something new, felt inspired, and maybe even a little bit empowered to tell your own story.
Go out there and create.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep creating.
See you next time.
ኤአይ ነው ተጠቀሙበት እላችኋለሁ።